everyone, and welcome to beautiful Nassau, Bahamas, for what is an annual tradition, the Bahamas Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Ball State's offense will get the ball first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Taylor wants to throw it. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Robertson. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here comes the Heat. They get to him as he throws.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Cardinals send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Western Kentucky's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation and make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types.
Turning it on! All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. The give on the inside. Sweet cut there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Taylor wants to throw. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Tight end now in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And this offense is clicking. Everything's moving. And the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Parks. Dances away. Throws into the middle of the field. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
The Hilltoppers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's got it on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now on 2nd down. They'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
They try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Got out of trouble and throws. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete to the right. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Morrow. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They're testing the right side here. Oh, it's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That's reeled in. It's Horton. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Finds his man. It's Horton. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Just keep slinging it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now they'll run the draw.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Sims. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safety.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Here's the pressure. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he gets back on top of it, and averts disaster.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Durham. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Weatherly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now 6 here in the second. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sims. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Parks. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on it. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. On the run, still looking. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. They can make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. And the Hilltoppers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to... Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Takes the easy one to the back. Still running at the 40. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Hilltoppers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now a throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Parks. Right on target this time. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. That brings us to the close of the quarter, and Ball State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. They've got the screen set up. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe him.
Looking for a huge play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.